Stress can impact our physical, mental, and emotional bodies. It can create disease or cause pre-existing illness to worsen. Sadhguru, a yogi, author, and public speaker, describes stressfulness as the inability to manage your own system. There are physiological changes that occur when you perceive stress. You may have heard of fight, flight, or freeze. The freeze response traps trauma in the body, decreases heart rate and blood pressure, and makes it difficult to express yourself facially or vocally. The fight or flight responses cause adrenaline, cortisol, epinephrine, and norepinephrine to enter the bloodstream. Breathing becomes rapid, heart rate increases, blood pressure rises, the neck and shoulders tighten, digestion is impeded, and blood goes to large muscle groups. All three stages decrease the immune response and impair blood flow to the brain, making it hard to concentrate, think, and weaken the memory. We cannot process information well when the body is under threat, and stress response can occur if we're concerned about our survival danger or a perceived threat, choose to relive painful memories, worry about the unknown, or are in any state of chaos or confusion. This is why it's so important to understand the stress response and how to self-regulate. We can practice self-regulation by taking either a top-down or bottom-up approach. Top-down refers to controlling the physiology and mind through the mind, whereas bottom-up refers to controlling the mind and physiology through the body. An example of top-down is practicing mindfulness or meditation, and for bottom-up, practicing breathing techniques or consciously smiling to change your brain's chemistry. Did you know the muscle movement of smiling triggers your brain to release more dopamine and serotonin? Dr. Lori Rubenstein-Fazio shares, in top-down, we recognize that controlling our thoughts has direct effect upon our mental, emotional, and physical states. We use mental practices to control our thoughts and cultivate higher states of being. Bottom-up recognizes that practices with the body directly affect our mental state, enabling us to achieve higher states of being. We can think of these higher states as simply having peace of mind. Our nervous system operates in either a sympathetic or a parasympathetic state. When we're under stress, we typically have increased heart rate and decreased heart rate variability. Heart rate variability is a marker for resilience and behavioral flexibility. It is a measure of variation in time between each heartbeat and is controlled by our autonomic nervous system, which in large part is managed by the hypothalamus, a gland in our endocrine system. Stephen Porges identifies 3 neural circuits in his polyvagal theory. Mobilization aligns with the sympathetic nervous system. In this state, your blood is pumping at an increased rate as if you were exercising or in a fight or flight circumstance. The parasympathetic nervous system aligns with both immobilization, dorsal vagal, the freeze state, and social engagement, ventral vagal, rest, digest, repair, and sleep. The social engagement state is important as it sharpens the neural skill set to be simultaneously calm and alert. Experiencing states of social engagement teach us to self-soothe, connect, and communicate in ways that strengthen our neural processes and control. Metacognition is the awareness and understanding of one's own thought processes. In yogic philosophy, we call this witness consciousness, mentally taking yourself out of a situation and approaching it as if you were watching it from afar to promote consciously responding rather than just reacting. Proprioception is your sense of self in space through movement and body position. This incorporates the loop of feedback between sensory receptors in the nervous system. To test your proprioception, you can ask yourself, do you know what type of surface you're standing on without looking? How is your balance on one leg? Interoception is the sense of internal state of the body, your internal sensations like thirst or the expansion of your lung space. When we practice activities like mindfulness, yoga, maintaining steady breath during challenging postures, and balance our rest and activity, we can build resiliency, decrease stress responses, reduce inflammation, and strengthen our nervous systems in addition to improving our metacognition, proprioception, and interoception. The more we practice safe states of immobilization without threat, self-regulation, and co-regulation, the better for our overall functioning in school and in life in general. Let's practice. We invite you to check out our mindfulness and yoga library.